Oh, we got there, guys. We got there. Leeds 1, Barnsley 0. Match review of the game. I don't really want to review the game because it's 90 minutes of my life. I don't want to revisit. The only thing I want to revisit is the goal and the full-time whistle. But I'm going to revisit it anyway, guys, because that's what the channel's all about. Wow, that was... I think I've had dental procedures that have been less painful than that today. It was unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. What a strange intro to this video. But guys, this isn't a normal video, is it, guys? This isn't a normal video. This is Leeds United just continuing to produce. Continuing to produce. Brentford, West Brom get one result, we respond. Brentford, West Brom get another result, we respond. Brentford, West Brom get another result, we respond. It's constant. You know, it's constant. You know, it's all about how you respond at this level, and we've just done it continuously. The mentality of this team is incredible. You know, this team is absolutely incredible. Today was far from an incredible performance. You know, that second half, wow, that second half. You know, probably without doubt, I say definitely probably the worst we played under Bielsa. But guys, you know what matters? I don't want to sound the cliche. I don't want to say the cliche, but I'm going to say it anyway. The 3 points is what matters. But I'll tell you now, Marcelo Bielsa did not enjoy that game because that was as far removed from Bielsa ball as you can get. But guys, we won the game. Swansea, we won the game 1-0. We got a 1-0 win. And 1-0 wins are the basis for a lot of teams that are champions at this level. 1-0 wins are the signs of teams that have strong mentalities, a defence they can rely on, a goalkeeper they can rely on, and ultimately clinical in attack. You know, look, we've played fantastic football over the season. We've had games, so how many games have we had, guys, where we've deserved to win and we've either lost the game or drawn it? You know, I can list so many just from the first few months of the season. Swansea at home, Forest at home, Derby at home, Preston away, Cardiff at home, the 3-3. You know, so many games. West Brom away, Brentford away, so many games where we deserve to win. And to be honest, Marcelo Bielsa said this line 5 years ago. As Marcelo Bielsa said, accept the injustice, in the end everything finds its balance. And you know what? Now is the time everything is finding its balance. You know, I've not even listed the other games. QPR away, Wigan at home. You know, how have we lost these games? How did we lose these games? You know, it's mad. But it's found its balance. You know, we're top of the table with a fantastic cushion. Look, we've still got 2 games where we've got to get a result. You know, we've still got to get a result. We've still got to do, our job. You know, going off the basis Brentford and West Brom win their games. But I mean, what a position we find ourselves in, guys. What a position we find ourselves in. And today is a game where I'm asking, how did we win that today? How did we win that game today? You know, Swansea, I thought we were a little bit fortunate to win that game. But today, I think we were 10 times more fortunate because let me just give praise to Barnsley, though. Barnsley. You know, to be fair, I've not seen many teams come to Elland Road since Marcelo Bielsa took charge and do what they did today. Norwich, West Brom at home, but Norwich and West Brom were in the top 2. You know, they're in the top 2. Norwich won the league last year. West Brom were top of the league at the time. We're talking about a team here with, let's be honest, limited resources, and they've gone to Elland Road and done what they've done today. Absolute full credit to them, because it wasn't just a case of us being poor today. We've got to give credit to the opposition. You know, Gerard Struber, the way he set up that Barnsley team, and I'm amazed that Barnsley team is looking like it's going down, because it doesn't deserve to go down. If it keeps that squad of players together, it will absolutely storm League One. No doubt about it. You know, League One teams wouldn't be able to cope with that pressing power. You know, Barnsley were absolutely outstanding today. Give credit to Barnsley. You know, they stood up, they put a real performance and made it really difficult for us. And we've won and been lucky at the end of the day. You know, we got an own goal and we were lucky to win that game. And as I've already said, it's probably our poorest performance under Marcelo Bielsa. But the determination at the back to keep it tight. Pascal Strout comes on for his second Leeds game, I believe, for half an hour. In possibly our biggest game in the last 20 years. Yeah, he had to go back to the Champions League semi-final against Valencia for a bigger game than that today. And he's put in a performance like that. You know, he started the game, this first couple of minutes, you know, he made a couple of dodgy passes, but but he made one quality pass, defence splitting pass. We mentioned it in the live watch along, that fed through Alioski. We didn't quite score from that opportunity, but that confidence Strauch got from that, absolutely unbelievable. And then he's there, and he's putting in tackles like he's Fernandinho in the holding midfield role. It was like having, Calvin there to an extent, the last 20 minutes or so. I thought it was absolutely outstanding. Absolutely outstanding what he did in that holding midfield role. And Ben White as well, stood into that midfield role. I questioned it, as I was doing the preview to the game, but my word, Ben White is absolutely incredible. He's absolutely incredible. To do what he did in that first half, just absolutely outstanding. And then, of course, the injury forced us to change things around. But first half, guys, I just thought it's been a top game today. Top game of football. Barnsley have come to Welland Road. They've just wanted to press us. They've gone with real bravery. And look, they had to win the game, I know, but to put in that level of performance, at this stage of the season, under the pressure they were under, and look, they haven't got the result, but at the end of the day, if you're a Barnsley fan watching this, you should take great pride from what your team's done today. You should take great pride from that, because they've made a really, really good football match there. You know what? The two best games, two most entertaining games, I reckon, if you're a neutral watching Leeds this season, has been both Barnsley Leeds games. At Oakwell, we didn't deserve to win that game either, but we showed the determination at the end of the day. But guys, don't take this the wrong way when I'm saying we didn't deserve to win the game, because we had so many games. I've listed about 8, 9 there that we didn't get the results from. Think of all those games, and it's finding its balance. We've shown the mentality, the defensive solidity to cope with the pressure, because we were under 45 minutes of constant pressure there. The changes are, when Harrison Costa came off, it was kind of inevitable what was going to happen. We had no outlets. Barnsley were pressing us. We had no one to aim the ball at, to bypass the Barnsley press, and the ball just kept coming back at us. We could not find any balance in the game. Full credit to Barnsley for that. Obviously, got to send best wishes to Helder Costa. Hopefully it's not too serious, that. Obviously Jack Harrison came off, but I was surprised at the subs today, guys. I certainly did not see Pascal Strauch coming on at all with 30 minutes to go. I just didn't see that coming. But at the end of the day, we've won the game. We've won the game because we defended absolutely fantastically well. And it was an outstanding show of determination, an outstanding show of grit. And look, you know how much I love entertaining football, guys, and that was not entertaining from our point of view. We should have played better, but we've got 2 games now. I think Marcelo Bielsa will be that annoyed with how we played today that I think hopefully we'll see us put in 2 really good final performances for this season. And that's all you can say, really, guys. I mean, it's so hard to do a review on because it's such a difficult game to analyse, because I think we've just been incredibly lucky there. I'll be honest, I think we've been incredibly lucky to win that game today. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the league table doesn't lie. The league table doesn't lie. We are a much better team than we were last season. You could say maybe we played better last season. I'm not sure that I'd even say that, go that far. But this season, everything about this team is fantastic. Everything about this team. We can defend, we can attack, we've got a solid midfield, we can do everything. We've got a top world-class manager. This team, it just makes you proud. This team is just a Leeds team. You saw the determination, the heart, the hunger, from lone players. Ben White, Elan Meslier, they might not even be Leeds players next season, but you saw the determination of them to see Leeds over the line. It's just absolutely incredible. Absolutely phenomenal what this team's put in. To play after our promotion rivals every single game since football's returned, and to keep producing response after response after response. Phenomenal, guys. Absolutely amazing. But looking at it from a tactical perspective, Costa Harrison coming off, it was always going to turn to what it was the last 10-15 minutes. Well, last half of the game, if you like. It was just so difficult for us to get out, but we just made it so difficult for Barnsley to attack spaces. But full credit to him, they pressed us well. We lost the ball in some really bad areas, but that was all because of Barnsley pressure. Putting the pressure on us with their press, and we coped with it. We coped with it, but we got the result. And the big thing, what the big thing is, why we're winning games like this now, and we weren't at the start of the season, the goalkeeper, Elan Meslier. Absolutely phenomenal. What he brings to this team for someone who's 20 years old. You know, the heart, the hunger, the desire, the aggression, you know, just winning everything on set pieces, commanding his area, balls over the top, trying to split our defence. He's there. He's there on one-on-ones. He's so aggressive. He's courageous on the ball. You know, he's always looking for angles. He's always looking to play the ball out the back. It'd have been so easy, you know what? It'd been so easy for Ilan Meslier to pick up the ball with 20 minutes to go and just start hoofing it up to Patrick Bamford. And you know why he didn't do that? Because he put the team above himself. You know, he could have made a mistake playing out the back today, but he didn't care because he knew that was the best way of us winning the game. And that's the difference for me between this Leeds team and last season's Leeds team. Last season's Leeds team were the panics in that situation. They'd have panicked against Swansea. They'd have panicked in so many situations. The amount of late goals they scored. Because this season's Leeds team has such trust in each other. The trust in each other. You know, if one person makes a mistake, they're confident. They're still confident. They still try and do the right things on the ball. They still try and take risks on the ball to progress us up the pitch. Because they know the teammates will cover them. If Ben White loses the ball, he knows Liam Cooper's going to cover him. If Berra loses the ball, he knows Ben White will cover him. If Luke Ayling loses the ball, he knows Stuart Dallas will cover him. If Mateusz Klich loses the ball, he knows Tyler Roberts will cover him, etc, etc, etc. The team has such trust in each other. You know, the heart, the hunger, you see it, the way we celebrate our goals, you know, the substitutions, they're on the pitch, you know. You get in other teams, you know, you're not telling me that in other teams you've got substitutions that are happy to be on the bench. You know, hardly playing a minute all season. You know, that's a big difference as well. You know, you see a lot of teams where the substitutions, the people on the bench, substitutes, they're sulking because they're not playing. And that's the thing. And look, I know Pablo wasn't happy to come off. But, you know, straight away Barry Douglas has gone over to him. And, you know, Barry Douglas had that situation last season. You know, it's just everyone's looking out for each other in this team. And that's why we're top of the table. You know, that's part of the reason. You know, we can say how fantastic we are at playing football because we are a fantastic footballing side. We're a fantastic defensive side, but the mentality is so strong as well. And I'm just amazed by, you know, how good we are. You know, it just sums it up. You know, mentality monsters. That's what we are. We're mentality monsters. And look, the thing is, guys, we played 98% of the season, or whatever percentage it is now. 44 games we've played. We've worked tirelessly now for 11 months. Tirelessly we've worked for 11 months. We've had heartbreak, we've had tough games, we've had moments where we've really doubted things, and moments where we've had to be really patient. You know, we've had little moments in the season where you thought, have we still got a hangover from last season? But since 2020 has come about, you know, we're just not stopped. We've been relentless. You know, look at the run of form we're on the last 13, 14 games. You know, it's at this stage of the season. And this is the stage of the season where traditionally Marcelo Bielsa teams are questioned, you know, but Marcelo Bielsa has just stuck a massive 2 fingers up at all his doubters. Because you know what? Marcelo Bielsa is not a stubborn man. Marcelo Bielsa adapts all the time. And that's why Marcelo Bielsa is one of the greatest managers in the world. You know, he adapts all the time. What other manager in England would have put on Pascal Struijk with half an hour to go and potentially leads his biggest game in 20 years for his second game in a Leeds shirt? What other manager would do that? And you know what? Yeah, first 2 or 3 minutes, it didn't work out so well. Pascal Struijk looks like Conor Shaughnessy away at Birmingham 2.5 years ago. And if you went to that game, you'll know exactly what that reference means, because my word, that was not a great midfield performance, and that is an understatement and a half. But you put some passes together, you got that confidence, and you just showed that heart, and that is why you got a world-class manager just seeing something that no one else would have seen. No one else would have said, put Pascal Struijk on. No one else would have had the bottle to do that. Marcelo Bielsa is always adapting. He's not stubborn. He's not set in his own ways. He adapts all the time. This Leeds team this season plays in a totally different way to last season's Leeds team. He adapts, he learns, and you know, for someone who's 65, 66, he's one of the most modern thinking managers around. You know, he's adapted with the times, and that's what makes him a great manager. You know, and all I can say is just thank you, El Loco. Thank you. You know, the way, you know, the knowledge, just, everything, guys. I can't do it justice in a video like this because we've just probably put in our worst performance under Marcelo Bielsa. But believe you me, guys, Marcelo Bielsa will have them training tomorrow. He will not be happy with that performance, because that is what the stance of this football club is now. It's not just about results, it's about entertaining the fans. And that's a big thing for me. It's not just the fact we're on the cusp of the Premier League that makes Marcelo Bielsa a potential Leeds legend, or on the cusp of being a Leeds legend. It's the way he's gone about it, the way he's changed the attitudes, the belief of Leeds fans. You know, he's brought the club together again, as has Andrea Rajasani and Victor Orta. But Marcelo Bielsa has just took it that next level. You know, he's made watching Leeds enjoyable again. He's made going to games enjoyable again. You know, every single time we play, Ellen Road's full. You know, for 10, 12, 13, 14 years, Ellen Road was empty. There was 16,000, 17,000 fans in the ground. You know, there was times when we were looking more likely to go down than go up. There was times in League One. You know, I remember our first ever game in League One, Tranmere away, 1 down after half time, and I'm thinking, this club's going to fold. This club's going to fold. We're going to go into League Two. We're going to go into the conference. And you know what? Marcelo Bielsa has changed this whole 10, 12 years of pretty much horror, other than the Simon Grayson era. And he's totally changed the attitudes. He's not done it with money. He's not done it with, you know, players who used to play in the Premier League, etc., etc. He's just done it with, hard work, brilliance, and look, there's so many other things you can say about it, but it's not just the results. The results is probably the least big thing for me. As good as they have been, it's just the whole attitude, the whole way we play football. The whole footballing world watches Leeds now, a second division team in England, and from a tactical perspective, they're absolutely fascinating. You know, you won't see a football analyst in the world who doesn't talk about Leeds United or know all about Marcelo Bielsa's Leeds United, that we play 4-1-4-1 in the modern era. He's making everything work because he's a constant innovator, because he's an absolute world-class manager. And I've been rambling on this one, guys, because it's such a difficult game to assess, but I just want to kind of sign off now, guys, and say how proud I am of the lads. You know, how proud I am of the lads. And look, we've still got to finish the job. We've still got to finish the job. You know, it's simple as that. We've still got to keep the standards up. You know, his next 2 games, really push. His next 2 games, really push, and get the result we deserve. We deserve the title. Now let's earn that title. You know, for 44 games, for the whole season, pretty much, we've been in the top 2. For the last 2 years, we've been in the top 2. Constantly. I can't remember the exact stat is. I think it's something like, I think it's 88 out of 90 match days we've been in the top 4, and then 80 out of 90 we've been in the top 2. I'm not sure the exact stats, guys, but it's absolutely incredible, the consistency. Now let's get that result we deserve. Let's get Bielsa that trophy. Let's get him what he deserves. Let's put all the football doubters who doubt the brilliance of Marcelo Bielsa, and let's earn him that title. You know, 2 games now, lads. 2 games. Let's earn him that title now, guys. Let's push it all the way, because no one deserves this more than Marcelo Bielsa for the sacrifice he took with his footballing career to take a job in the second division of English football. If this has gone wrong, it could have been the end of Marcelo Bielsa's career. He didn't care about that. He saw the potential in this football club, the potential in this city. He took the job. Now let's get him that title he deserves. Let's finish this job off now, guys. 2 games. Let's put in 2 Marcelo Bielsa-like performances, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. I'm going to leave it there anyway. I've been Oscar Marriott. Make sure you check out the live watch along if you haven't done already. And yeah, and of course, Connor and Joe will be doing a joint match reaction as well, guys, as far as I'm aware. Well, that was certainly the plan before I started filming, but guys, we will be a match reaction from Colin and Joe as well, and of course a match preview for Derby. But look, just excited, guys, because I know the next performance, the intensity is going to go up another level, because Marcelo Bielsa will not have accepted that performance today. You know, I said this after Swansea, but he will really want to see the intensity go up. You know, it doesn't matter what there is to play for, because as far as Marcelo Bielsa is concerned, the first game of the season compared to the 45th game of the season, it doesn't matter. We'll still play with the same intensity, like the same belief, the same way. It doesn't matter what stage of the season we're at. It doesn't matter what's happening around us. The focus is always on what we do and the football, and we entertain our fans. And that's the main thing. You know, they entertain us. That's from Marcelo Bielsa's point of view. Entertainment is the most important thing. You know, making the fans believe again and be proud to be Leeds. And that's what I am. I'm proud to be Leeds, guys. Let us know in the comments down below. And let us know in the comments how proud you are to be Leeds at the minute. How proud you are to support this football club after years after years after years. You know, we're not only are we on the cusp of promotion, we're doing it the right way. We're playing football the right way. We're winning the Myras. And you know what? We're just proving everyone wrong. And that's all I'm going to say, guys. I'm going to leave it there anyway. I've been Oscar Marriott. See you later, guys.